because I'm a hot mess at the moment. So just wait a second while I take care of some things here. Oh my god, my hair's like a nightmare right now. All right, you know what? I'm just gonna leave it down because it's looking a little red and crazy. So, wow, you guys, first of all, look where I am. I'm in a hammock. Yes, I am. And it's a lot easier for me to talk to you this way because it just is. And it's comfy and it's nice outside. So, I wanted to come on here because I haven't been on here in a really long time. And so one, hello, hi, how are you? Hopefully good. And two, I wanted to talk about, oh, bonjour, hello. Hello, friends. Hello. So I want to talk to you guys about when you are in a rut with It Works, right? So don't mind me while I lay down. This is just a lot easier for me. So I wanted to tell you that, one, you should know that being in a rut with It Works happens to everybody, whether you are a brand new distributor or you are a black diamond. Do not for 1 second think that black diamonds do not have slow times, because they do. Do not think that ambassadors don't have slow times, because they do. Every single level in this entire company has slow seasons, and they have moments where they're in a rut. Sometimes they're in a rut for a really long time. The difference is when you decide to get out of that rut or stay in it, right? So what I wanted to talk about tonight was kind of just to pep you up a little bit, right? Because it's summer. It's automatically a slow time in this business. And, you know, people, unfortunately, people take that and they get slower in their business during a slow season. The last thing that you want to do is actually move slow during a slow season, because what happens is when fall comes around, when September comes around, right, and when people are starting to get interested in It Works and all that stuff again, because fall time is pretty big for MLMs in general, just so you know, in case you didn't. When that comes around and it happens, everybody else that planted their seeds in the summer are going to be harvesting those seeds, while you will have to start fresh and start planting again, and then you're back like 3 months, right? You don't want to be doing that. So the one piece of advice that I can give you is not to slow down during a slow time, right? You don't want to be doing that. So what you want to be doing is pushing even harder, right? Last summer, on what should have been a super, super slow time in this business, I killed it. And the only reason I did kill it was because I did not stop. I didn't let everybody else, you know, being in a rut and everybody else like saying no and, oh, I'm not really into the business right now, or, oh, I don't want to sign up, oh, I have to wait till September. Well, that's fine. I was still planting seeds, and I was still talking to people, and I was doing it every single day as if it was fall or New Year's or April, right? Because those seasons or those times of the year are huge for It Works. So I was talking to people just like that every single day. And I never stopped my business, and I killed it. I absolutely killed it. As a matter of fact, I was one of the top enrollers during the summer of last year. One of the top 5 enrollers worldwide with It Works, because I was pushing and pushing and pushing, and I still did it. So if I could do that during the summer, anybody can, right? So another thing that I wanted to tell you was about, you know, being in a rut, right? There's lots of reasons that you might be in a rut with this business. One of the big ones is that your team isn't working, right? I know that literally every single person in It Works at some point has a moment where they want to rip their hair out because their team isn't working, and they're trying to promote, and they're trying to build and promote and do all these things, and nothing is working out. You're dropping legs, you're starting fresh, you're building new. It's crazy, right? So actually, I changed my mind about my hair, you guys. I'm just going to put it up while I talk to you. So basically, sorry, 1 second. It's driving me crazy and I don't want to deal with it. And now we're going to lay down and we're going to talk. Okay. Oh, so much better. So basically, right, when you're in a rut with It Works, a lot of the time it's because your team isn't working. So again, just like when there's a slow time, I want you to know that every single distributor in this entire company goes through a time period of their team not working. A lot of times it's all the time, right? But it's a matter of, are you still recruiting, right? If you're not recruiting still, then you're just as bad as your team not working, because the speed of the team is the speed of the runner. or the speed of the leader. And if you're not running as a leader, then your team isn't going to be running with you. Hi, Daniel. Can you put the pizza in the oven, please? It should be at 375 now. I'm on a live Periscope, so I have to finish talking, and I can't talk to you.
But you're not doing your womanly duties and feeding me.
Oh, you better say I'm sorry.
She's terrible.
You better say you were joking.
Terrible wife. Terrible.
He's awful. Please go put the pizza in the oven.
That's your job.
Dan, I'm doing my job. Goodbye. Goodbye. Dan, come on. It's live. Stop it. Nobody wants to see you. So anyway, the speed of the team is the speed of the leader. And if you are not running, why do you think your team's going to run, right? Half the time, leaders are spending so much time focusing on what their team isn't doing, and it's ruining their own business instead of recruiting, right? You guys should be recruiting every second of every day. Even Black Diamonds still recruit every day, because you never know when a leg's going to drop. You never know when you have a double, a triple, a presidential leg that says, see ya. They don't want to do it anymore, or they crumble, or they get kicked out for some stupid, crazy reason. You don't know what's going to happen. So don't bank on the fact that just because you're at Diamond, that you're going to stay at Diamond with the people that are under you, because I guarantee you that they will not be there. You will be recruiting and replacing every single moment that you are in this business. And it's a matter of, are you willing to do that? Because if you're not willing to do that, then you are not ready to lead or run with your team. Can I help you? It's in the kitchen. There's 2 of them. Thank you. Appreciate you. All right. I'm so sorry, guys. So basically, again, for the 3rd time, speed of the team is based on the speed of the leader. So stop worrying, because I see so many leaders do this. Stop being so focused on what your team isn't doing and start focusing on you. Right? Start focusing on you. They will run if you're running. And if they don't, then you don't need them. Like, just keep recruiting. What now? We don't have one. You just put it right on top of the grill. You don't need a pizza tray. No. You are ruining my life right now with this damn pizza. Goodbye. So, what a lot of people do is that, hey Savannah, what a lot of people do, especially leaders, is they will focus so much on what their team is not doing and how they're not pulling in volume, or how they're not getting the 400 club, or how they don't have their 2 loyals, or they're not doing this or not doing that. And it's always, they're not. When really, you want to be successful in this business, focus on yourself and your team will follow, right? Lead them the right way and your team will follow. But the more you focus on what they're not doing, the more time you're spending or not spending on building your business. That I could tell you for a fact. You will drop building your business if you're spending so much time focusing on what's not happening, right? And again, with the secret, let's throw that out there because you know I'm big on the secret. Whatever you put out there is going to come right back to you. So if you're constantly saying, oh, my team isn't working, guess what's going to happen? Your team ain't going to work, right? It's not going to work. That's like just common sense. So start being positive, stop being a nasty biatch, and like feel, positive and be all happy about your team. Even if they're not working, run and they will run after you. I promise you this. I've had people on my team that have said to me over and over, right? And these are people that weren't running at the time. They have said over and over, I am scared that when you take off further into further ranks, that you're going to leave me. And I said, don't be scared. I will never leave you unless you stop working, right? But either way, I'm on the train and I'm still going and I'm moving. If you want to be on the train with me, get on the damn train with me. Otherwise, I got no time for it. What the problem is that a lot of people are afraid to say that. A lot of people are afraid to say that to their team because they don't want them to leave. Obviously, nobody wants our teams to leave. I have a family of my team. I love them. I don't want to do this without them. But please believe that I will replace them if I need to, right? Like if somebody's not pulling their weight, I'm not gonna sit there and want it for them more than they want it for themselves. So you have to understand that as a leader or a soon-to-be leader or a leader in the making, understand that. Know when to let go and know when to say no to people, because otherwise they're going to pull you down. Your team can be the greatest thing that has ever happened to you or the absolute worst, but it's up to you to figure out what they do, right? If nobody is pulling the weight on your team, you need to find a new team rather than complaining about your team all the time and trying to sit there and push them and push them and push them. Nobody wants to be pushed. Nobody wants to be pushed if they don't want to be pushed, right? Nobody wants that unless they asked you for it. Don't be pushing them. So what happens is you take focus off of your business because you're focusing on them. But at the end of the day, you don't want to be wanting this for them more than they want it for themselves. I've had diamonds on my team that I've wanted it for them more than they wanted it for themselves, and I've had to wipe those legs clean numerous times because they just did not want it. And I was not about to go and ruin my business and waste my energy on anybody that didn't want it. And really, again, truthfully, at the end of the day, nobody can want this more than you want it. Nobody can want this for themselves more than they do, right? So you cannot be focused on that. If you are in a rut, right? Why are you not doing personal development? You might be, I don't know, but are you doing it enough, right? Are you doing it enough? Are you listening to something for 30 minutes before you even get out of bed? Are you listening to something for 30 minutes before you go to sleep? No, you're probably on your phone playing Candy Crush. You're probably on your phone doing something stupid, right? Scrolling through Facebook. Guess what? Scrolling through Facebook doesn't make you money. I'm sorry, but it doesn't. Like, posting on Facebook does what it works, but if you're scrolling, it's not going to make you money. So again, IPOs is what Dan always says, income producing opportunities. Scrolling through Facebook is not an IPO, right? Personal development is. Personal development will get you out of any rut that you could possibly be in. Any rut. If you are in the biggest rut ever and nothing is working on your team and you've had to wipe legs and all of that stuff, what are you focused on the most? You're focused on all the negative. So the second that you get back into that positive, that's when all the magic starts to happen. That's when you start pulling in people left, right, and sideways because all of a sudden, oh, look at that. You're positive again. So of course people want to join you because you're putting it out there that you're excited, not that you're desperate. Because when we are in a rut and when we are down about our team, right, not working, what happens is, even if you're not putting it out there like, hey, I'm desperate, what happens is all your posts that you're making and all the messages that you're sending out, they come across as desperate. It's all about your energy. It is all about your energy. So, energy. I can't even speak anymore. So, personal development. Do it. Do it. Because if you want to be any type of success in this business or any business, personal development, you are never too good enough to learn. You are not good enough. You are not better than the next person to keep learning, to keep bettering yourself, right? Like, we are in the health and wellness industry, right? We are in the type of business where we sell a product/products that make you look good, feel good, get healthier, change your life, all of those things, right? So if you are in a position of trying to lead your team, right, and you are not even feeling like you can lead yourself because maybe you're not the healthiest or maybe you're not even using the products, which, by the way, what are you doing? You're never going to be able to go anywhere. You're not going to be able to go anywhere until you better yourself, whether that's weight loss, getting healthier, mostly getting healthier. Everybody, I don't care what size you are. If you're healthy, that's everything. Being healthy is so important. Again, I don't care what size anybody is. You just need to be healthy. So if you're healthy in your body, in your mind, in your spirit, right? In all aspects of your life, guess what? Your business is going to flourish. It's going to flourish because your team is going to see that. Like, this is follow the leader, okay? You're not anybody's boss, but you are their guide, their mentor. And if you're mentoring people and you aren't even taking care of yourself, what makes you think that they are going to go and do that for themselves, right? They're following the leader. So lead by example. So again, did somebody just ask me a question? I feel like somebody just asked me a question and I have no idea what is being said or what's going on. So if you just asked me a question, if you could ask me that again, please, that'd be great. So I'll wait a second. No? Okay, maybe you're gone. So basically, to get out of a rut, okay, start running. Oh, here we go. Savannah, what's your favorite personal development? Well, for starters, I don't care if I've seen it 30 times, which I have. I will always go back to The Secret. I will watch The Secret anytime I'm in a rut, because without fail it works. That, as well as You're a Badass, the book by Jen Sincero. I think that's how you say her name. It's Sincero. It's called You're a Badass. It's a yellow book, and it's in Barnes and Nobles everywhere, and it's awesome. That, Earl Nightingale's The Strangest Secret, I listen to every morning. I've heard it a billion times. I could recite it, but every single morning. Again, it's called The Strangest Secret by Earl Nightingale. Also, The Answer by John Assaraf. He is also from The Secret. And Tony Robbins. Anything Tony Robbins, I'm obsessed with. He's badass, and I love him. And he makes me feel like I could punch a wall when I'm done listening to him. So I absolutely adore him. And Shillian Johnson. She has a different type of personal development, and it's actually really great for women because she's all about self-confidence. And I think it is really important with It Works, well, with any business, but with It Works as well, to be confident in everything that you do, in yourself, in your business, in the things that you say. Self-confidence is so important, and she has some amazing things on YouTube for self-confidence. So, going back to this though, if you are in a rut, everybody always asks me, what do I do? I need some motivation. I need to get out of this rut, blah, blah, blah. If you're in a rut, you need to start running, right? Because your natural inclination is to just slow down, right? But what is that going to do? That's going to bring you into an even deeper rut. I mean, just common sense, right? Start running. Start remembering why you signed up in the first place. I always tell people, think about your why, right? And sometimes there's points in life where that why may not even be strong enough. Your why is constantly going to change, by the way. Throughout this entire business, you're going to have new whys all the time. You reach one goal and you'll have another new why, and another new why, and this why, and that why, and it's always going to change. So, and that's okay, right? I took a long time for me to find my why. And so I ask people all the time, like, or I tell them, go back to your why. But really, in truth, it's not all the time will you cry, over your why. It just won't happen, right? Sometimes your why was great in the beginning, and now it's like, what can I help you with? Is the pizza done? It's done? Okay. Can I help you with anything else? I'm trying to make a video, Dan. It's live. What can I help you with? Oh my God. We're around each other 24/7, and then 5 seconds that we're not together, he's like a 5-year-old. Dan, please stop. So anyway, I always tell people to find their why or to remember their why, but it's not about that. It's not completely always about that, because your why at the beginning of this business may have changed, or it may not be as exciting as it once was to make you want to do this, right? So instead of finding your why, find your excitement again in the products. Because I know that when I had excitement in the wraps, I was killing it. Absolutely killing it, right? And truthfully, the best time, right? Like, okay, let me just get into this really quick because this is important. I've had people on my team ask me or tell me so many times, I post all the time, I'm doing everything the right way, nothing is happening, I don't know what to do, blah, 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 right? And I guarantee you, if you're watching this, you've either said that to me or you've heard it from people. So, in all honesty, it doesn't matter what you're posting. What matters is how you're posting, right? Because I could copy and paste something all day and it's not going to matter. It's not going to do anything for my business, right? It's not going to bring in the amount of people that I want to bring in. When I bring in the most people and when I bring in the most sales and the most distributors and all that stuff is when I'm not copy and pasting anything. It's when I'm writing from my heart, right? When I'm writing from personal experience, when I'm writing a post or making a live video from me, not from a top leader that I just wanted to copy what they're doing because I saw it on YouTube. By the way, stop freaking doing that. Stop. Because you don't know where they started out. right? You're only seeing what they're doing now at ambassador level, which changes from what they did at distributor level. So stop doing it. It's not going to help you because you have to be authentic. You need to be authentic. And a lot of people forget that in this business. So what happens is you start copying and pasting posts and they're not from you. They're not, yeah, maybe you're changing around a few words, but did you write it yourself? No. You know, those weren't your words. That wasn't your emotion behind it. And I can tell you for a fact that I get more likes and more comments and more sales and distributors every single time I write a post myself and I have my feelings and my energy behind it over copying and pasting somebody else's any day. Any day. So when you guys ask me, oh my goodness, like, how do I do this? What can I do to better my business? What else can I say? It's not about what else you can say. It's about how you can say it. It's about doing it yourself, right? That's why I hate scripts. Like, have I thrown scripts out there for my team to get started with? Yes. But it's a getting started method. I hate scripts because it's not you. You're not being yourself. You're just copying and pasting something. So when you start to really own this business as your authentic self, and you put yourself out there in all of your posts and your videos, guess what happens? Oh, I don't know. Just take a guess. Take a guess. You know what happens. That's what happens. So anyway, is the pizza done? No? Okay. So anyway, that's it. I just wanted to make this video because a lot of people have been in a rut lately, and a lot of people have been messaging me about being in a rut, and they don't know how to handle their team when they're not working. And really, it's not about the team, it's about you. It's about you. And if you are not constantly recruiting, then you are not going to go anywhere. So you need to be pushing and recruiting in this business every single day. Otherwise, you're just going to be one of those distributors that is so hell-bent on trying to get their team to work rather than working you. Work you, and your team will follow. But you can't do in little, in-betweens. You can't, like, work you one week and then, like, call it, take a break for, like, another week and then start it up again, because that's not going to work. They follow what you do, right? If you're only posting, I don't know, three times a day, and you're telling them to post 6 to 9 times a day, they're going to sit there and say, well, why isn't she doing that, right? Everything comes down to being followed. It is literally like having a child. They follow what you do. So that's it. That's all I got to say. My pizza is clearly done because Dan keeps staring at me, so I have to go. But I hope this helps some people. Again, just know that it's normal and that everybody goes through these periods of dead in the business and all of that stuff. And yes, personal development is amazing. Do not stop personal development because it's life-changing. It's absolutely life-changing. And you could be a multimillionaire and you still should be doing personal development because we should always be bettering ourselves. Always. All right. So that's it. If you're in a rut, get out of the damn rut right now. Say, I'm done. Call it a day. Burn that crap. Done. And go work your business and run. Run like friggin' something is chasing you like nobody's business, but run. And watch how fast your team follows. Just watch. All right, you guys, I gotta go. Have a good one. Goodbye.